Hello, families. I wanted to record a quick video because there are a few really important things to be covered this week. I know normally I just send a newsletter email, but I think it'll be important to kind of show you a couple things as related to October count. And just kind of overview some of the things coming over the next couple of weeks. So just so you know, progress monitoring will begin to show up for students as they work through language arts lessons in iReady. So if they go into their iReady account and you see that it's prompted for them to take progress monitoring like quiz, or that's the activity that pops up, go ahead and have them take it. Remember that that needs to be done completely independently. If you read the test to your child, it might skew the data, it will. And so they need to do it all on their own, read it on their own, respond on their own, no support there, so that we actually continue to have a learning path that reflects where they're at. Otherwise they reach that really high frustration level because it moves them into content they can't actually do independently. So we want iReady to stay at an independent level, not at an instructional level where we've offered support or are training through it. We really want it to be what can they do on their own, and then the progress monitoring helps to adapt the content as they're showing progress. So that can also count as their 20 minutes for the day. So the progress monitoring checks are not nearly as long. And so go ahead and add that for their log. And then when they log in the next day, they'll go back to doing their learning path, but do count that. Don't feel like you have to do that. And then also go into lessons, count that for their weekly log for the assignment. Parent-teacher conferences are going to be on the 28th and 30th. Many of you already filled out a slot. Go ahead and click here to do so if you haven't already. We're going to kind of cover what you're seeing, especially since you really have eyes on the ground there, and then also any places where you might feel like you need support moving forward. October count. So this is the big deal. Friday, October 1st, there is a need for you to log into 2 different classes, language arts and math, and to actually submit something. And so in those classes, I have unpublished content. So I can see it on my end because I'm an administrator, but on your end, all you will see is the content. So when you go into the week at a glance, it's going to be broken up for you to do the other assignments, content assignment. This will be kind of a catch-up day for this writing content. And then this will be where you go in and complete this quiz. It will be available at 9 a.m. on Friday. It will not be published until then. So you will need to go in and take that quiz on Friday. That will be the only time to get that done. And then of course you can submit the iReady Language Arts assignment as you finish your lessons for the week. But this will be unpublished until Friday. You will have to complete it on Friday. Then when you go into math, the week at a glance will look like the following. Content assignment, this full content and assignment, and 03.04 will not be published until Friday. So again, on my end, you have these 3 lessons that you can work through during the earlier part of the week, and then you will have to do this entire lesson on Friday. And of course, 20 minutes a day at least on the Dreambox can be submitted, on Friday as you finish up your log. So just note that in those 2 classes, there will still be more to do on Friday. You will not be able to work ahead. For science and social studies, there are not specific October count assignments, so you can follow the week at a glance as it's posted. Per usual, you can find the enrichment activities in the week at a glance page where you'll be able to see like what we'll be doing and any materials that you would need for the activity. It's really fun to have kiddos joining for those. And to that end, there is a little bit of an update that we will be but continuing virtual meetings. We had processed having some in-person times, and after surveying families, we feel like it's really still the preference of families to hold things virtually. So as a result, my meetings are going to be held on Wednesdays with the district, my team, things at BU. And so my office hours and enrichment times are going to be switching to Tuesday, Thursday in October. So that first week of October 4th, our meetings will be held on October 5th and on October 7th. And they're moving forward through the rest of this semester. It'll be on those days, and we'll continue in that format. And we can kind of reassess in the winter with vaccinations, COVID, family preference, those kind of things for a good plan for the spring. But I wanted to make you aware that those days will be changing starting then. So, I appreciate all you guys are doing. I appreciate watching this video. I know sometimes some of the stuff is kind of logistical, but it is, kind of key things for us, things like October Count and parent teacher conferences. Those are a big deal. And I'm really actually looking forward to connecting with all of you and getting to know you a little bit more. So, we'll have a chance to connect then. Please reach out if you have any other questions, and have a wonderful week.